This is Meri at the.meri.atelier.
And this is going to be part 2 of my April journal. I'm hoping to finish this up, get the journal cover finished, and bind it. I don't know if I'm going to bind it in this video, but I do want to bind it today. So let's get started. I'm going to zoom out a little so that you can see the entire cover here, or almost all of it. There we go. It's huge. It's huge. It'll be about 11 1/4 inch high by 20 inches wide. This will be the front, and the back will take up 17 inches, and then I'll have a 3-inch spine. I said 2.5 before. I have a 3-inch spine. Yay, I've got an extra 1/2 inch. That's a good thing because I'm going to have a lot of pages. Now, I am using this Shakespeare piece that I was gifted by Dee Willingham. Shakespeare's birthday is credited to being in April. He was baptized on April 26th, I believe, and they're thinking his birth date is around the 23rd. I think that's what history tells us. I sort of finger pressed out the creases here. There were a few creases from where it was folded, but I think it's good enough. Yeah. So, and I've gone ahead and marked the lines. So I'm going to again be drawing here, but I know where I'm drawing this time. So this will be where I will be putting the canvas piece. Now, I probably will be going into fast forward to do the painting and the drawing, and I will do a voiceover, most likely. That's what I've been doing lately. I find the voiceovers seem to be a little bit more well-received than just playing music, because I'm explaining what I'm doing as much as I can. So, but when I'm drawing and painting, I do think that a fast forward is a little bit better. Now, though, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to draw in up here at the top, and I'm just doing this by hand. And I think I'm going to use my marker when I get to drawing in the smaller shapes, and then I may come back and paint them. We'll see where I'm at that point. Now, I've done this several times. Once just to lay it out and work it out, and then I painted over that, and then I did it again to paint blue. And now I'm drawing this out one more time. I've got these little arch points coming above the canvas, but that's how it worked out. So as I went totally across, so that's how it's going to be. And I do think that I'm going to keep these bottom lines here as the bottom of the gate. This is inspired by the Globe Theatre, Shakespeare's Globe Theatre in London, and the Iron Gates. Now, at this point, let's put Shakespeare back up here. And I want to show you what's inspiring me, and then you'll see where I'm going when I do the voiceover. I'm getting it out here. This is the picture that's inspiring me. And if you could look in here, if you could see, this is the gate, and behind it is the Globe Theater. And I'm not going to put the theater behind there. I'm just going to have blue sky. I don't want to get it too convoluted in here. The photograph has a lot of detail to it where your eye can work all that out, but I'm not going to do that on my painting. I'm going to simplify it on my painting. But each one of these little spots to you is a ironwork figurine. And let's see if I can bring up one here that makes sense. Like, here's a little fox. Well, I'm going to do mine similar to that. I'm not going to copy that. I went to pixabay.com and I found all these silhouettes of animals. So I'm going to start drawing in all these little silhouettes of animals. Then I may come in with my fine line paint applicators. I got the black and the red. I got a white one too. Here's the white one. And put in some highlights. And usually what I'm finding is if I put the highlights in white, if I don't want them a stark white, after that white dries, I can tone them down just by spreading a little paint on them. And that's probably what I'll be doing. So at this point, I think I will figure out where I want the arches in my gate here. There's some arches coming in between. It's an arched gate. It has a lot of different, a lot of lines in there. It's not just arches at the top. There's arches that come this way, and then there's some arches that come in the center there. I might simplify the arches a little too. We will see as I go. I might end up painting it out and starting again. I don't know. I will see as I work. So I'm going to go into fast forward and work on this, and let's see where it takes me.
There are a lot of arches on this gate. It's a very intricate piece of art, but I'm simplifying it on my cover. I'm putting in the lines again, and you will see places on here where my drawings will magically appear on the cover, and that's because there are times when I have to get up close to the cover to see what I'm doing, and then all you see is the back of my head, so I edit that out. So I'm very happy with how this is going, though. I'm really liking it. I think it's going to be a fun cover once I get it all finished. Putting in some more arches, putting in some of the bottom arches. This is where it really starts to get pretty, fancy and pretty. I'm liking what's happening on it. Making some of the arches a little bit darker. And oh, look, magically, I have a squirrel, a seahorse, a snail, a butterfly, and a hummingbird. Now these little pieces, as I put more and more on, the little silhouettes, they really add a lot of charm to the piece. There's a little snake going on there. These silhouettes that I'm drawing inspiration from come from photos off of pixabay.com. There's some flower pots on there. Flowers on the gate. Really makes it pretty. Now I'm drawing in an eagle. Now I'm thinking about, in the next video, putting in a galaxy sky, just sort of in the background right up at the top. I feel like it will really add some pizzazz to the cover. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Putting in some more flower pots, an owl. I'm really, really, really liking how this is turning out. I feel like it needs some more color though, so that's why I'm thinking of the galaxy. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Yeah. Putting on a little deer, and there's my other rabbit coming in there. The one little rabbit kind of gets chopped off of the side, and then I just size things up. I'm really liking how this is working, and I will finish it in part 3. Thank you for watching.